Hello to all my college football fanatics out there. Welcome to another segment of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel show. I am Buckeye Vinny. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get this video underway, my friends. Today's video, and I want to put to rest about the Peach Bowl matchup between number one ranked defending champs Georgia Bulldogs 13-0 versus the number 4th ranked Buckeyes 11-1. I want to put to rest the bickering back and forth about who had the harder schedule, who had the easier schedule. With this video, it's going to be point blank which team truthfully had the harder schedule. Let's get this video underway, my friends. First, I have to give the honor and respect to Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's start off with Georgia first. Georgia coming in, again, perfect 13-0. And for me, when we talk about scheduling, without a doubt, you're talking about the SEC, which, in my opinion, is the best college football conference without a doubt in the country. Again, my opinion, and I'm a Buckeye guy. What I'm going to do here is this, so everyone stay with me, being that I'm a major stat guy. I'm going to run through the 13 opponents that Georgia played. And what I'm going to do is do a combined record of the 13 opponents' wins and losses. Let's get going here. So we have the Georgia Bulldogs, again, played 13 games. Now, out of those 13 games, 7 of their opponents have a winning record, above 500. Good. 7 out of 13. 9 out of the 13 opponents are bowl eligible, meaning that their opponents have won at least 6 games or more. So for me, that really jumped out at me, my friends, when I'm looking at this, and it gets better. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, a lot of people, were saying about Georgia playing the likes of Kent State from the Ohio area, and how they only beat Kent by 17 points. And for me, that is not a blowout, okay? But when you mention teams like Georgia, like Michigan, like TCU, and like the Buckeyes, there's always a game in there that's always a little bit of a letdown. It happens in college football. It happens. It happens in sports in general. Now, so I already mentioned about 7 out of the 13 opponents have a winning record. 9 out of the 13 opponents are bowl eligible. The combined record of Georgia's 13 opponents, combined wins and losses, 94 wins, 63 losses. That jumped out at me in a good way if you're a dog fan. Jumping over now to the Ohio State Buckeyes. When I went through their opponents, you got to remember the Buckeyes failed to make it to the Big Ten Championship, so they have one less game than Georgia. Buckeyes, 12 games so far in the book. 6 out of their 12 games, opponents have winning records. Half. 7 out of 12 are bowl eligible. Okay, so we're talking right around half again. There is a team out there that the Buckeyes played, and they drilled them, and that was the Wisconsin Badgers that finished 6-6. So, after saying all that, when I totaled up the Buckeyes' opponents' wins and losses, It came out to 75 victories and 70 losses. My friends, you do the math. That's just barely over 500. I told you Georgia was 94 wins and 63 losses, the combined opponent's record. And the Buckeyes at 75 and 70 combined opponent's record really doesn't jump out to me. Nothing to write home about these opponents. Now, our weakest opponent for the Buckeyes on the 2022 schedule was undoubtedly, had to been, I would say, Northwestern. Okay, Northwestern finished a 1-win and 11-loss season. Horrible. And I like Pat Fitzgerald. I think he's a very good coach there. But unfortunately, they had a horrible season. This is the same team, the 1-11 Wildcats, that was tied with our Buckeyes at half, 7-7. Now, yes, the Buckeyes went on to beat the Wildcats 21-7, but nonetheless, this was a downer of a game as a Buckeye fan, without a doubt. You know, like I mentioned, Georgia had their downing of a game when they played Kent, Missouri, but Missouri technically is bowl eligible at 6-6. So, and so is Kentucky at 7-5. So, again, I just wanted to just clear the air and just come out and say that undoubtedly Georgia Bulldogs had the better and stronger schedule. Will that help out in the Peach Bowl versus the Buckeyes? Maybe. But again, you know, I was hearing from both sides, we played the harder schedule. No, we played the harder schedule. No. You know, for whoever's checking me out for the first time, Buckeye Vinny here, I'm a straight shooter when it comes to my Buckeyes, okay? I will praise them when they're doing well, and when they're not doing well, I will also tell the truth in a little bit of a negative fashion. But that's just the way I am. I'm not going to favor my Buckeyes and tell something that's not true about our Buckeyes. So again, my friends, just to clear the air again, Georgia had the harder schedule, case closed. Looking back now, Georgia had 4 opponents that finished the regular season 5 wins and 7 losses. Now, if you look back at those 4, these are teams that were 1 win away from making it to a bowl game. On the other hand, if you look at the Buckeyes, Buckeyes beat a 4-8 team, a 1-11 team, a 4-8 team, a 3-9 team, and a 5-7 team. So, again, my friends, when you're only going on figures like I do and stats, the Buckeyes had the easier schedule when you compare it to the Georgia Bulldogs schedule. My friends, if you are new checking me out for the first time, please click on that subscribe button. I am getting there for 1,000 subscribers, but I need your help. Thank you. If you like this video, please by all means click on the like button, and like always, comment down below. I really want to read what you think of this video and the stats that I threw out there. Like always, peace out. God bless. Continue to watch my channel. I truly appreciate it. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.